Hello, I'm Demetria Wright, the corporate entrepreneur, and I help you find your worth inside and outside of corporate America. Today, I'm going to present to you LinkedIn success. Optimize your LinkedIn profile to build your network, land interviews and clients, and so much more. This is the beginner's guide to helping you use LinkedIn to build your professional network, to get the things that you want from a professional industry in a professional way. Okay? So, why in the world do you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile? Well, today, people are expected to go out and find talent for big corporations with small budgets now. Everybody's downsizing. Everybody's trying to make sure they recruit the best talent in the best way, but for a small amount of money. So, put yourself in this situation. This is why LinkedIn is very, very important. You're a hiring manager in today's economy. It's so much going on out there. You could go to one of these gigantic job posts and to find people, and you post this board and you say, I'm hiring for XYZ. You're going to get a lot of unqualified people. You're going to get people who are like, I'm going to apply for that job. Maybe they'll hire me. Lots of spam, lots of nonsense, lots of things that you're going to need to filter to. Or you could save that $600 to $800 and go to the free LinkedIn, type in a few keywords, and find a plethora of people who are exactly skilled for the exact position that you're looking for, and you know that they're professional, you know that this is what they're about, and you're able to filter through them before you even have to talk to them. This is the power of LinkedIn. And because HR departments and HR managers and recruiters are out there doing that, that is why you must make sure you're optimizing your LinkedIn so when they go out there and search, you're the first one that's pulled up. So, sit back for a moment. We're going to go through this presentation as I introduce you to LinkedIn, how to make sure you're starting off your right foot. Okay? So, like I said, 330 million people sit on LinkedIn. And it's growing. It's growing. If you think about it, there's 1 billion people on Facebook and there's 330 million professionals on LinkedIn. So times have changed. When you meet somebody in a business setting, you no longer, or you should not, you don't just exchange business cards anymore. You don't call them up all day trying to figure out, are we a good match? Now what people do is they link up with them on LinkedIn if this is in a professional manner. You don't share your Facebook and Instagram, but you do share your LinkedIn. You're like, follow me on LinkedIn, and that way you know that this is a professional contact. That is why we're together. So LinkedIn is the #1 place to show off your career successes, the rewards, the accomplishments, and your goals. All to your professional network. And I'm going to emphasize throughout this presentation, professional network. This is the place to be when you want to do business, when you want to excel your career, when you want to find people who are serious about business, serious about their careers, and serious about meeting and networking and collaborating with people who are about business. So this is where you need to be if you're about building that professional network. So for this reason, that is why you must optimize for success. So here are just a few tips to help you get started on the right way. So let's talk about your profile first. These are profile do's, okay? Do use a professional photo that is clear and focused. Do not use yourself at the cookout last year. Don't use yourself like I'm with my BFFs throwing up something crazy. Make sure you're using a photo that is relevant to your industry, that would appeal to recruiters, clients, ideal jobs. Make sure that your photo is relevant to what you are trying to do. Remember, this is a professional place, so it needs to be a professional photo that is clear and focused. The second thing for my ladies, make sure you're using your maiden name. If you build a reputation for yourself in your industry, or people need to find you who maybe your college network, they're going to go look for you under a different name, your former name. So although you're married, yay, make sure you're still including your former name. Example, if I'm Demetria Wright and then I get married and I become Demetria Samuels, I still need to say Demetria Wright Samuels on my LinkedIn because I built a reputation under my name, Demecia Wright. Therefore, I can't just ignore that and people are looking under that name and then they can't find me. I don't want to limit myself before I even get started. So make sure, one, you're using a professional photo, and two, you're using those maiden names or formal names so that people can easily find you. Okay, let's make sure that we're customizing ourselves. Okay, LinkedIn, when you first go in there, when you have your particular profile, it's going to have all kinds of mumbo jumbo numbers and letters. And instead, I need you to go in and customize it with your name. Something that, again, is professional, that speaks to your industry. I prefer you just using your first name. Like me, I have a unique first name, so of course it was available. But a lot of people won't have their first name just available. So you can always just say Demecia Wright, Keisha Jones, Stacy Johnson. Just make sure you're using something that's identifiable and just take the time to customize the URL. So you don't want to get it confused with the millions of others that are out there. It looks clean, it looks professional, it's easy to share. So the first thing I need you to do after you have that professional photo, after you make sure that you have those maiden names out there, next thing is make sure you are customizing that URL. Please do that. Now, we want to stand out. Like I said, there are 330 million people out there, and especially if you're a business owner or you have one of those industries where you kind of need to stand out and show. So I need you to step it up a notch. LinkedIn is not the sexiest place to be. It's not where you get all the ratchet news and all that kind of stuff. So you can't do but so much to stand out. So you can give your LinkedIn a little bit of personality by adding a background photo. Remember that it's a professional social network, so choose that photo accordingly. So to add that background to your photo, you just click Profile, you go to Edit, and it's at the LinkedIn's top navigation, Add Background Photo. And at the top of the page, you can modify an existing background photo. If you just hover around it, you click Edit Background, and you can upload. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the next slide. Okay? So here's a before and after. So before, it kind of looks plain. Jane. You see it says she's in marketing, advertising. And now look at the background. It has a little bit more pizzazz. Just a little something, something. Don't go crazy. Don't go putting anything unprofessional out there. Make sure it's relevant to your industry or the career that you want. Just put a little pizzazz out there. Just a little something to step it up a notch. So that's what the before and after will look like. Okay? So now, the meat and potatoes, keywords. I cannot stress how important keywords are. Keywords in LinkedIn are just critical. You use keywords in the headline section below your name. LinkedIn is keyword optimized. And so what I mean by that is people go into the search box and that is how they find what they're looking for. So when I said those recruiters are sitting there, trying to figure out who they're looking for, they're going to type in something specific to the industry. So this is how you show up in searches, is in the keywords. So if you're a B2B marketing, you'll show up. If you are marketing, social media, IT tech, teacher, speaker, author, life coach, business coach, MLM professional, whatever you are, if I type it into the search word, am I going to find you? Are the keywords sitting in your summary section? So that's the first thing. Can I find you based on keywords that relate to your industry? Okay? So you have to make sure that you're putting keywords that people in your industry would type in that box and it will find you. Okay, I'm going to say that again because that's how important it is. Make sure that you have keywords in your description so that when I type it in the box, I can find you. Okay, so let's talk about keywords again. Let's talk about some other things about keywords. Okay, there's a summary section next. These need to be rich keywords that only your ideal employer or only your ideal client would go looking for. Research this. Go online and look. If you're into social media blogging like this, for example, B2B, marketing. These are things CEOs craft time, social media. He keeps putting B2B, 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 so that when I'm looking for some B2B social media, you're going to pop up. So make sure you're using those rich words that only people in your industry will understand, know, and love. And put that in your summary. Make sure they're common to your industry. Okay? That's very, very important. Now, let's talk about some connection etiquette. Now that you got the keywords in there, you're going to write, I'll have some more on keywords too. Write keyword-rich descriptions of past employment. Give keyword-rich description of jobs, projects, seminars that you've had, participated in, and you've attended. So make sure that everything is kind of just rewritten so that it's very industry focused. You have to get intentional about your job search, your ideal clients, what you're looking for. People are going to have no time for like this broadness. You need to get to the niche of what you're about and what you're looking for. If you're a sales rep, what kind of sales rep? Medical, telecommunications. Do you sell phones? Do you sell medical equipment? Do you want, say what you have done. Say what you've participated in. Summarize it on a high level, but use the key words of your past employment. If possible, tie in positions that you currently are seeking for. So if you've done you've done medical sales in the past and now you want to do other types of sales, tie that in and show me you have sales ability and you're just trying to move to different sales. But don't just throw out your past like it doesn't exist. Use it to get to the next level. Use it to do other things. Also, use keywords in volunteer and organizational descriptions. So say, how have these organizations and volunteer things you've done, how does that benefit your actual job that you're in? So make sure that when you describe your organization and you say what you've done in that organization, make sure you try to tie that back to your keywords. Also, this is underlooked. People aren't adding their organizations on LinkedIn. But LinkedIn, if you add your organization, will then find people to link you with. So if you've been in some professional organizations, I just want to beg you to please put them up there on LinkedIn, because now it will open your network. It will show you people from all across the country who also have volunteered with that organization, who are also in that organization, and that maybe you need to send a ping to or try to link up with to grow your network. These sections, like I said, are overlooked but can open many doors. Okay, connection etiquette. Hide your connections. Okay, I'm going to stress that again. Hide your connections so random people cannot search through them. You want to lock down those connections. You don't want everybody to know your Rolodex. You don't want your Rolodex just out there all willy-nilly for anybody and everybody to view. You want to make sure that it's, you want to just make sure that people can't search through them. So hiding your connections doesn't hide the relationship. So it won't hide the relationship. It won't make it so that you can't connect with people. It won't just take things away. But what it does do is prevent people from data mining. So that's what I want to call it, data mining. You don't want people to be able to just go through and just rummage through your address book. I mean, that's what it is. It's your professional network. It is yours. Guard your network because it is your net worth. And don't worry, hiding your connections does not hide relationships. People still need to know. You'll still be able to relate to anybody you need to. So here's something that's really cool. Job seeking is one of the most common and beneficial uses of LinkedIn. So most people who are on LinkedIn are trying to build their networks because they're looking for jobs. They want to switch careers, one. And two, or they're looking for clients or ideal clients. And then three, you have the recruiters that are looking for the people who want to be hired. So those are kind of the three elements that are going on there. But what's really cool is that LinkedIn can help you build a resume. So if you're like, I'm so sick of, trying to redo my resume 1,000 times, as you update your actual LinkedIn, you can then pick a template, edit it, and share in Resume. boom, with no problem, because you've given LinkedIn all the information. So now LinkedIn will turn around and create a resume for you. So this can help you always have the most up-to-date resume, always have the up-to-date information if you just constantly make sure you're updating your LinkedIn. Okay? Let's see what else. Recommendations. This is what I recommend. Recommendations. Write recommendations. I recommend that you write recommendations. So you should write recommendations for influencers. So in your industry, make sure that you're writing recommendations for influencers. Why should you be doing this? Okay. Think about this. You have these people in the industry. Tons of people are going to their LinkedIn, right? Well, when you write a recommendation, your picture shows up underneath their LinkedIn. So now when Jimmy's out here looking at, Steve, somebody popular's LinkedIn, and you scroll all the way down, they're going to see your face. And you're like, wow. So if you give this thoughtful, well-crafted recommendation, they're going to be like, okay, this is probably somebody I need to follow as well. Somebody I need to collaborate with. Somebody I need to link up with. So writing a recommendation does that. You be a service to others. By giving this recommendation, it will service this to you. But don't do this until your profile is completely set up, because this is going to lead for more people to look at you. And when they look at you, you want them to get the full picture. So make sure you have all the information up to date, ready to go, things of that nature. Remember, you are who you endorse, so don't go out there recommending everybody. You are attaching yourself to them because you're recommending them. You're saying, I know this person can do X, Y, Z very well. This is how they did it for me. This is how I used to work with them. This is what they're great at. I recommend them for blah, 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 in your own words. So you are who you endorse. So please be mindful of who you're out here recommending. The next, who is watching you? Oh my goodness, this is really cool. If you think that nobody's watching you on LinkedIn, think again. LinkedIn will let you know who's watching you. This is awesome because now you know what your profile is attracting. You can begin conversation with recruiters. You can begin conversation with other influencers, other collaborators, other people in your industry. So this is a great way for you to see who is trying to find me, and I wonder which drawing them to me. So if you have a lot of people looking at your profile and you're like, those are not the people I want, you probably should change something in your profile, because your profile is attracting those type of people. So who is watching you will tell you what you are attracting, what your profile is about. So there is a limited amount of information you can see in the free version of who's watching you, but this is more than enough to get you what you need. It's more than enough to help you understand what you are attracting on LinkedIn. Okay? So just make sure you're out there looking at who is watching you so that you know, what am I attracting? Do I need to change something up? Am I doing something right? That's what it's going to tell you. Okay, let's endorse some people. So endorsements are different than recommendations. Endorsement just says, she can do Excel. She can do PowerPoint. Not a big deal. Not the end of the world. What I say endorse people really is like almost like a ping on Facebook. Or remember when they used to have flirt on Facebook? That's what endorse really is. Because now when I endorse somebody, that person's going to be like, oh, they endorsed me in this. And they might, send me a request like, hi, I saw you endorse me in this. Good to meet you. Let's connect. Blah, blah, blah. It's just a way for you to get somebody's attention. Okay? So for those out there who are looking for jobs, using your advanced search features, LinkedIn allows you to search for jobs by keywords. Isn't that great? Remember, keywords are everything. So if you're looking for an exact job, key it in the job search option, and you'll find it. You can do it by location, the company, experience level, keyword, industry, person, all kinds of things. Type it in. Look for your ideal job. Go out there and find the people who work for that company who can get you where you want to be, get you to the next level. Do that. LinkedIn is about research and execution. Research the keywords in your industry, then go execute the search. Research the keywords in your industry, and then go execute the search. Okay? So, in closing, I just want to say LinkedIn is still at its beginning peaks. Like I told you, there's only 330 million professionals out there. So this is your chance to position yourself in a place where you're building a professional network that can help you with your goals, your career aspirations, your business relationships, and everything you want to do to increase your wealth and your professional network. So again, I hope that this has been informative. This is the beginner's guide to your LinkedIn success. I'll come back with more classes to help you even take it to the next level. But this right here will get you started, helping you see what you're attracting, why you're attracting it, and making sure you begin building that professional network. I want to say thank you, and I hope that this has been informative. Again, I'm Demetria Wright, the corporate entrepreneur. I help you find your worth inside and out of corporate America, and I hope this training has been awesome for you. Make sure you're out there using these tips, building that network, and getting it done. Thank you.